Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is a vlog style video. We are in Skansen. We're gonna go for the Christmas table. It is absolutely freezing here today. It is -12, feels like -18. I don't know why we're doing this, but I hope you get an idea of what it looks like here in Sweden during Christmas time when it's really, really cold. We started our morning in a coffee shop having a nice warm beverage down Drottninggatan, which is the main walking street here in Stockholm. And once we warmed ourselves up, we jumped into the car and we drove down Strandvägen, which is where we're driving now. It is the most exclusive address here in Stockholm, highly sought after, very, very expensive, lots of beautiful, beautiful flats with a gorgeous view. And the building we're passing now is the Nordic Museum. It is so big, so beautiful. It really is a statement piece here in Stockholm on our way to Skansen. It is really quite spectacular. I'm afraid the view from the car does not do it justice. And past the Nordic Museum is a villa. It's called Lucia. It was built by a wealthy merchant in 1873. And after that, you get the Museum of Biology, which is unfortunately closed down. It was quite run down. Not that many people patronized it, and it is not a functioning museum anymore. This building is called the Hunter's Cabin. It was built in 1897 for the Royal Hunting Club, and it is really quite a lovely building. And this one that we're passing now is called the Circus Arena. The Circus Arena, they used to have circus there. It holds 1,650 people, but nowadays you do use it for the circus, but mostly for musicals and concerts. This beautiful pink villa that's coming up, it's called the Villa Novilla, and it used to be a dance hall, and it is owned by Skansen now. And as we pass that, we come up against another beautiful building, and this one, it's called the Villa Diorama. For those of you who are unsure what a diorama is, it originated in 1823 as a type of picture viewing device from the French in 1822, around 1822, 1823. And it literally means through that which is seen. So it was a museum for art and film of some sort. So now we're driving straight up to Skansen, and we are planning to park here at the restaurant, and this is the view that greets you. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about the view. As you can see, there is water in the middle. That is Lake Mälaren, which is referred to as Lake Mälar in English. It is the third largest freshwater lake in Sweden. It's an area it covers 1,140 kilometers, and its greatest depth is 64 meters. Mälaren spans 120 kilometers from east to west, so it really is large, and a huge part of the water we see in Sweden, it belongs to Lake Mälaren. So the view you're seeing here is also really quite stunning. The land on the opposite side of the water is called Stadsgården, and then the one closest to us is called Djurgården, and that's where Skansen is. And we also have a very, very popular theme park with roller coasters and all that called Gröna Lund. So that's where you see the tall, those long sort of stilts or steeples, as you can see, is where some of the rides just drop down. So that's always very fun for young children who are a little bit daring. And so it really is a beautiful view. If you come to Skansen, you must stop and take a look at it. You also see a boat going past, and that is the Viking boat that takes you from Sweden to Finland overnight. You can stay on that boat, and then in the morning you would go through the archipelago, and then you would end up in Finland, and then it stops over there and takes you back to Sweden the following day. So that is really a nice trip also to do. The stage here that you see is called the Scenen. It is a music stage, obviously, and we have lots of concerts and musicals there in the summer. And this is the restaurant Soliden that we're going to be going for lunch. Lunch was not for a while, so we decided we were going to go for the Lucia concert. But before that started, we popped by to the Christmas market area. Most of the stalls were closed, but this indoor shop or market area was open. We took our friends in just to see what they had. I love coming in here. It's a lot of traditional Swedish handicraft and knitted items all on display to buy, and if you are in the market for those and you do come to Skansen, they're really nice to pick up one or two things. So I'm going to take you around and show you what they have. On this side they had a lot of knitted apparel, gloves and scarves and socks. Really very, very beautiful, mostly hand done stuff, so really worth a trip to have a look. This is their Christmas tree, as you can see, very simply decorated with a strand of red baubles and nothing else, and those typically Swedish candles that you have on your Christmas tree that I have as well at home. I mean, this is why I love Sweden so much, because it's just simple. Simplicity is the word to create a Scandinavian Christmas. I absolutely love it. Now, these are some of the Christmas decor that they had. They are quite traditional, some of them. These were some wooden items. They had a lot of different things. They had rugs, they had blankets, they had Christmas decor, they had runners, they had soap, they had sweets of all kinds, and just a lot of very Swedish traditional items that you would find in a traditional Swedish home. Really worth a trip, really, really interesting. I have these Christmas gnomes, as you can see, at home. They are on sale here, different types, different varieties. I absolutely love them. I wish I could take all of them home. So really, I cannot stress it enough. It is a beautiful shop to visit if you visit Skansen. And Skansen really is a must on your list if you do visit Sweden. It is a outdoor museum, a cultural museum, if you will, and it really has something to offer everyone. Today is Lucia, and we are here at Skansen to see the concert that's over here in the church behind me. People are already queuing up. We brought some friends here from abroad to have a look. It is really cold, lovely snowy day here, perfect for Lucia. Now, this church is called the Seglora Church. It is an all wooden church. Yes, you heard me correctly. Built entirely of wood in 1729, and they have a Lucia concert here every single year. I did do a short on my video, just a picture of the choir coming in and standing, because you are not allowed to film when they sing, and it just blew up for my channel anyway. I got over thousands of views on it, even though it was just 15 seconds long. People really enjoyed it. It was so beautiful, so culturally enriching to be here, and we celebrate Lucia every single year. It's very, very popular here. It started in Skansen, actually. The owner who started Skansen, he is the one who brought Lucia to Skansen, the first young lady who was the Lucia. As you can see, the one in the middle here with all the candles on her head, she would represent Lucia. So he brought her in to Skansen, and from Skansen, the Lucia concept and tradition has spread out right through Stockholm, first in the towns, then in the villages, and it is everywhere now. The kids in school have their Lucia trains, and you have all these concerts and different music. It really is a very, very big tradition here in Sweden. So what you see now is us walking into the Soliden restaurant. Now we are here going to have a typical Swedish buffet, Christmas buffet. And I just thought I'd take you around here and show you the decor here again. Very simple Swedish decor, just Christmas trees, some silver, really large size baubles, which makes sense because the trees are huge, and some lights. Beautiful, beautiful old vintage type decor on these tree baubles. Very simple, very Swedish, very Scandinavian, and very, very impactful. They had 2 of these trees on either side, and then you walked straight through and hung up your coats and toilets with that. These are the stairs. We're going to go up, but before we go up there, I just wanted to show you the entrance. This is the second tree, as you can see. Also very beautiful. Your cloakroom, and down those stairs you got the toilets. So once you walked to those trees, you also had this entranceway. They have conferences there, and you can hire the halls as well. We're not going to be eating there, but I just thought I'd take you to have a look. Now we're going to make our way upstairs. A very traditional staircase with a blue carpet, typical Swedish colors, blue and gold, blue and yellow. And this was the view that we saw earlier on through the window here in the restaurant. As you can see, the sun is about to set, and I do have a beautiful bit of footage of that a little later on. So this is the restaurant. You come up here, and this is what you see. 2 more Christmas trees, absolutely no decor on them, still stunning. As I walked through, they gave me a little bit of glögg, our Swedish malt wine, really nice to have when you've been outside in the cold. And this was what the restaurant looked like. It's the Soliden restaurant. It really beautiful. And so many Christmas trees in here. It was just so stunning. I absolutely loved it. It was just a lot of green, white and silver. They had Christmas wreaths and these baubles just hung across the entire length of the restaurant, where they had the buffet, all their vases, everything was in different shades of green. Absolutely beautiful, really, really lovely, very traditional Swedish decor. I'm sipping my glögg, had a look at the view. My friends and family had already sat down to eat. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it looks like I am a little bit self-conscious. I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted to make sure that you saw what I saw when we came for lunch. It really has a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. This is the ceiling in part of the restaurant where we are sitting, and this is the view. You have a beautiful view of the entire skyline there. I'm going to show you in a bit. These were the very traditional, very Swedish, very simple table center pieces they have for Christmas. A lot of white and blue in this setting. And now I went through to some of the food. There was a lot of bread, different types of bread. This is in not the right order I'm showing you. I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to give you a rough idea what we were eating. Different types of cheeses, as well as some crackers, were on one side of the plate. This is called Västerbottenost. It is a specific cheese that we eat here. It's quite a strong flavored cheese, Västerbotten. I love Västerbotten pie. We usually have it with crayfish in the summer. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to show you how we throw crayfish parties in the summer and all our traditions that we have here in Sweden. So don't forget to subscribe. But now it's Christmas, and a Christmas buffet for us is a must. We go for at least 2 or 3 every single year. These are all the sweets that are on display. Obviously, eat this last. I just went past them, so I filmed them. Carrot cake, not traditionally a sweet you would find on a Christmas buffet, but they are catering to more and more foreigners here in Sweden, so they do have a little bit of everything. And now I'm just going to take you through all the things that we had on display and for us to indulge in. These are all the Swedish sweets that we have during the Christmas time. These were some jellies, this was some fudge, as well as these chocolate, and these were some other types of cheeses that they had, dessert cheeses with all the crackers, as well as some jams. So this was also a display that they had of sweets. You could just go by and take a few sweets if you liked, and then they had some other Christmas trees and decors, and I thought this was really, really beautiful. These wreaths, they were real, very simple, very beautifully arranged, and as you can see, one of our Christmas lights as well on the table there. Then you started here with a lot of your warm food, which is what you would take actually is your third course or fourth course here with the Yule buffet. If you want to know how you really do a Yule buffet, I have a video. I will link it up here in the cards. But I'm just taking you through all the decor that they had here because I thought it was quite stunning. And showing you just what was on the menu. So we got some cold meats, that would be the Christmas ham over there, and this is exactly what you would be starting with. You would be starting with your potato and all your sill, which is a pickled herring. You get mustard, you get curry, you get ginger, you get all sorts of different types of sill, which people love to eat during Christmas time. And then you see the eggs as well as some other things, and the gravad lax and the smoked salmon, which is my favorite really for the Christmas buffet. And here is a overview again of the restaurant, what it looked like while the sun was setting. It was really very, very beautiful. As you can see, the lights up in the ceiling create for a star-lit sky inside the restaurant, and their beautiful, beautiful, simple Swedish decor really came to life as the sun was setting. We really had a beautiful time there, enjoyed the food as well as the company and ambience, and then we just sat there enjoying this sunset, which was so beautiful. So I filmed it for those of you who want to see it. I'm going to end the vlog here. Perfect setting for it. We had a beautiful day, and I am going to thank you very, very much for joining me, and I hope this gave you a little insight as to what Sweden has to offer, and I hope you'd subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.